y'all, Stephen Talbot here, of course, and today is Taco Tuesday. So we're making something that's not traditionally Mexican, but it's Mexican inspired. First, we're gonna make enchiladas. I've got ground chicken that I'm going to fry up. I have taco seasoning, cream cheese, cream of mushroom. You can use cream of chicken. I didn't have any chicken, so I'm using mushroom. Red enchilada sauce. A blend of cheese. I've got a Fiesta blend, which is Monterey Jack, cheddar, queso, and Asadero cheese. Now I've got some sharp cheddar, some enchilada shells, and then I'm gonna make Mexican street corn. This is actually corn that I got off the cob that I froze, so it is fresh. It was freshly frozen by myself, with the cotija cheese, mayonnaise, and tahini. And we're gonna turn this mother up. Okay, so the first thing we do in is cooking our ground chicken. I put it in a sauce pot like this because I'm gonna be adding some creamy stuff, and I didn't want to use a frying pan because it was too shallow, and the thick frying pan that I have is way too big. So this is what we're going with. I'm gonna add some seasoning, some onions to this in a second. Okay, so I'm also gonna teach you guys a little trick, trick-sies if you did not know this already. Basically, you just take an onion, you take it with the root side up, you slice it in half this way, and you sit it over here, and you want to keep the root end on so that these don't fall off. And basically, you're just going to work around the onion, along the circle of it, but don't go all the way through the root. You want to do that all the way around. Like that. And then if you really fancy, you can take it on the side, put your hand on it like this. But I should have done this before I sliced it the other way. And you can do that twice. And then when you cut this, it's going to be a fine dice, fine little, almost a mince. Very, very fine. Depending on how you want your onions. See, this is a very, 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 very small. Let me try to get one of these. I mean, it's a very, very small, perfectly squared dice. You know, for those recipes where you want the onion just flavor, but you don't necessarily want the big chunks of onions, which I actually love most of the time anyway. I'm going to finish cutting this up and get right back to it. Okay, so I've got the chicken all seasoned up with some MSG, salt, pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, and some onions. Now I'm going to go in with a packet of Amazon taco seasoning, and I'm going to put that right in. And then the instructions call for a whole cup of water, but I'm not going to use a whole cup of water. I want it to be kind of a robust flavor. So I'm just going to fill this little envelope up with water and then put it in here. Give that a stir and let that simmer, and it's going to thicken up and become really delicious. Okay, for our corn, Mexican street corn, I've got a skillet just with a little bit of oil because I want it to be kind of dry so it can get the scorch marks on it. And I'm just going to dump in corn. Hey, I'm just going to let this hang out until it starts charring at the bottom, and I'm going to flip it and get some char marks going. Okay, so this tastes really, really good, but I like it a little bit amped up, so I've added just a hint of cayenne pepper, some more chili powder, and some more cumin. I'm just letting it hang out. I turned the heat down just so it can softly simmer, just to get rid of some of this, a little bit more of this moisture. And then while the street corn is going, I'm going to go ahead and get the sauce for the street corn ready, so follow me. Okay. Okay, so to my little bowl here, I have a quarter cup of mayonnaise, a quarter cup of sour cream, some salt, some garlic powder, and what am I missing here? Oh yeah, lime juice. Lime juice. Let me get a knife right quick. Okay, I'm just gonna, I already rolled this around. You can pop it in the microwave or give it a good roll, just so more juice comes out. Let me slice this bitch in half. Get me a juicer. And squeeze, bitch, squeeze. I have a lot of corn, so I'm gonna use the juice of an entire lime. Well, almost. And I'm actually gonna put some of this in the taco seasoning mix too. Girl, that meat is the bomb. And if you don't like bold, robust flavors, girl, then keep your broke ass home, because you at the wrong. Look, they say you can't get char marks without a grill, a broiler, or a cast iron skillet. Girl, they lied, honey. Look at them char marks. Yes, ma'am. Okay, now to our mixture. We're gonna whisk and whisk and whisk and whisk. Till all this comes together. And I've got my corn over here. But I haven't even popped the enchiladas in the oven yet. So I'm trying to contemplate how to keep this warm with go and mix this together. Let's give it a taste. Ooh. Woo! Yes, ma'am. Oh, you know what I forgot? Almost forgot it. Fresh cilantro. I'll be right back. Okay, y'all, so I got my cilantro. Mi cilantro, your cilantro. So I'm just going to take some of it. I'm not going to do all of it because I want to top the enchiladas with some as well. So I'm not even really cutting this shit up. Leave me alone. I love this little two-sided rubber spatula. Give her a stir. Oh, I'm gonna have to chop up some more. At least want to see the pops of green, girl. Okay, then I'm just gonna dump all of this. Oops, you can't see. All of this goodness into the motherfucking pan. Then I'm gonna put this on low heat. Okay, then we're just gonna mix it all together like. You gotta be careful when you scorch your corn because it's on high heat. And I did start smelling a couple of burnt kernels. Hopefully it ain't. I tasted it, it doesn't taste burnt, but I definitely smelled some burning going on. All right, and then we're gonna top it with tahini and cotija cheese once we're ready to eat. Oh, I almost forgot. This ain't the prettiest thing, but don't forget, at the end, after your meat comes together, I had to put the pot back on the heat because you have to mix in your cream of chicken soup and a half a block of cream cheese and get that all together. Okay, next it's time to work on our casserole dish. First, I got a can of enchilada sauce, so we just open her up real quick. Alright, we want to pour a little of enchilada sauce. In the bottom, we're going to save the rest for the toppage. Spread that all about. Okay. I should have gotten a bigger can. They have a 15 ounce, or this is a 10 ounce. They have like a 18.5 ounce can or something. I should have got that, but I did not. So now that we have this, let's set up our enchiladas, and for that I'm gonna need a larger work surface. So we're gonna use this, and we got some flour tortillas. These are taco sauce, but they'll make good enchiladas. And they should fit into the casserole dish perfectly. And I think it'll hold, I've done this before, I believe it'll hold 8. This is 8. So I think it'll hold every last one of them. So I'm just gonna do the first one, and then I'll speed it up the rest of the process. So we're just gonna take some of the sauce here. See what I mean? This is gonna be like a creamy enchilada, girl. A creaminess. See, that's to be careful, honey. Okay. Be very, very gentle. And I'm not the most professional person doing this, as you can see. Oh my God. Well, you know what? She gonna work. It's gonna work. It's gonna work. I should have filled it with way more than that, I think. I don't know. Let's try to well fuck it. We'll get better as we go. We're gonna do a seam side down into the casserole dish. I'm just gonna fill these up, and I'll be right back. Okay, next, we're just gonna come with this enchilada sauce. No, I don't think I need more than one can, honestly. Now we're going to stick this in the oven. Cover with foil for 30 minutes. Then we're going to take it out, top it with cheese, and pop it back into the oven. Okay guys, so it's been 35 minutes. I just pulled this out of the oven. Let's take a peek. I should have sprayed this with, shit. I should have sprayed this with cooking spray. Damn it, I did not even think about it. All the shells are sticking. We don't make it work, girl. Shit. Okay. Not too many casualties. We can go ahead and get rid of the foil now. Now we're just gonna top this bitch with some cheddar, please. Like I said before, I've got some cheddar and some Fiesta blend. So first I'm going to go in with some sharp cheddar. There's just a tiny bit left in this bag, so I'm just going to use it up. All right. Then I'm gonna go at it with some Fiesta blend as well. Then I'm gonna pop this back in the oven. I may have to turn the boiler on. The point is, we just want to get this cheese nice and golden brown. I'll be back. I want y'all to look at that, baby. Yes. Okay, y'all, you know, I have to be honest. So, the enchiladas were the bizarre, okay? But the street corns, take my advice. Remember earlier in the video when I told you guys I was going to add the juice of an entire lime? Big mistake. Don't do it, girl. Just add like a teaspoon of lime juice, because otherwise it turned out to be really sour, and I'm having to put motherfucking sugar in mine just to tone the sourness down. Plus, the tahini is sour, the sour cream is sour. There was just too many sour things working in that motherfucking corn. So just be cautious with your tahini, your sour cream, and your lime juice. Otherwise, it was delicious.